Hi everyone, it's your girl 𝕬𝕤𝕚, and the topic of today is twin flames. Stop giving your twin so much credit. That light was always within you. Now, this video might come across a little bit cynical to some degree, and I really don't intend for it to be that way. I just want people to further understand what the point of this whole journey is. Because of the popularity of twin flames, I found that it's become this whole beautiful fairy tale where you meet your twin flame and you run off into the sunset and everything is perfect and beautiful. And that is very rare, if not true at all. That's not the point of the twin flame journey. That's more of a soulmate, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you truly met your twin flame, that's not the way it's meant to be. And I want to also say that your twin flame is not some magical god, is not some mystical being that can wave a magic wand and everything's okay. Or just having them in your presence or just having them around would suddenly make all the pain and all the dark night of the soul go away and everything makes sense and yada, yada, yada. That, trust me, that just having them around will not fix that dark night of the soul. Those are things that you need to heal from, okay? Ask any genuine twin flame couples. They still have mortgage payments to make. They still have to go to work. They still have to do things that every other person in this world has to do in order to, make a living and have a happy, balanced life, right? So you need to get out of that mindset that having them around will suddenly make everything okay and make everything just come together the way it's meant to. That's not the point of the twin flame journey. This is all energy. You need to you need to have a union with yourself. You need to get in balance with your higher self. You need to, heal those parts of you that feel abandoned. Heal those parts of you that are still hurting, whether it's from childhood, your early adulthood, your teen years, whatever it is. Those are all things that are holding you back from being in union with yourself. It's that fear of being yourself. Whether it is that you grew up and you wanted to do a particular thing and your parents or your family or your friends said, not to do that. So you went a completely different direction and became miserable. The twin flame came into your life to kind of wake you up and say, look, hello, that's not what you wanted to do. Why are you doing this? Your twin flame, yes, they ignited the kundalini within you. They gave you a beautiful spiritual ascension. They, ignited your psychic abilities, your creative abilities, whatever it is that they did. And they did it unknowingly, just like you did it unknowingly to them. So you need to stop looking at them as this amazing, beautiful goddess or god that changed your life, not to downplay them. They probably are a beautiful person. They're you at the end of the day. But you need to get over the whole idea that having them back in your life will suddenly make everything great, right? Stop looking at the photos at night. Stop going over old messages. Stop reminiscing about old memories. Why? Because the twin flame is you. Do you look at pictures of yourself and miss yourself? No, you need to put all that stuff away, and you need to really, really focus on you. When you focus on yourself, I guarantee that soul shock, that depression will start to go away. If you're really if you're really starting to get into alignment with who you're meant to be, that pain will go away. It may take time. It may take a few days. It may take a few weeks. It may take a few months, but it will start to dissipate. I guarantee. Trust me. Speaking from experience, right? Because like I said, it's, your twin flame is, yes, it's miraculous. And you had a beautiful spiritual awakening in the kundalini in the honeymoon phase. That doesn't last forever. And them coming back into your life doesn't ignite all that again. It doesn't ignite the kundalini again. That already happened. You don't have the honeymoon phase again. You already experienced that. It just, say your energy is balanced and their energy is balanced and they come back into your life and you do end up together. It just becomes a regular relationship. You need to see it that way as well. Like if that's, I really don't want to talk about twin flame relationships because that's not the point of this, like I always say. But what happens to energy that needs to become balanced, and it eventually balances? It becomes neutral. And not that it's just a bland relationship. There could still be a lot of love and a lot of passion, but you're not going to have that intensity that you had at the beginning. So you need to be aware of that as well. Again, not trying to sound negative, because twin flame relationships are beautiful. There's a few genuine twin flames on YouTube, and I can honestly see the love between them. But they even say, they're like, it's not like it was at the beginning with all the, the crazy energy and the honeymoon phase and all that stuff. It's just, it's a home feeling. It's a safe feeling. There's a love there. And like I said, not that that's bad, but that's the reality of it, right? So just be aware of that. So if you do, say you do heal yourself and they do come back and you're like, why am I not feeling the crazy energy that I did before? Why isn't it the honeymoon phase? It's like any other relationship. Obviously, twin flame relationships are different, but it's like, what are other romantic relationships like? You have the honeymoon phase, yeah, at the beginning where everything's great, and then eventually things just become a regular relationship, and you might discover things that you're like, oh, this is so annoying, but I still love them. Like like any relationship, certain things that annoy you or bother you, but that's the reality. People are picturing twin flame relationships as, the universe throws rose petals on the bed and you have candlelight dinners every night, and it's just this amazing and beautiful relationship. And not to knock it, because yes, it can be a beautiful relationship, but that's not reality. The honeymoon phase that you experienced before separation was just that, the honeymoon phase. It needed to get your attention. The Kundalini needed to get your attention. So you wake up and you say, look, I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy with this job. I'm not happy with this. This needs to change. Let's change it, right? The universe needs to get your attention. The synchronicities, the crazy coincidences, the telepathy, the universe needs to get your attention. So it's going to be intense and it's going to be, out of this world, but it doesn't stay that way forever, right? That's because eventually the energy, when it becomes balanced, it does neutralize. I hope I didn't sound negative in this video, because I really don't want to sound negative at all. I'm just trying to give you guys the reality of the whole twin flame thing. Yes, it's beautiful. You have wonderful Kundalini, and you have this person that came in and, gave you that soul recognition within yourself. Yes, you had soul recognition with them, but the biggest thing was your soul recognition within yourself, and realizing that I don't think you were really on the right track. I don't think you were doing what you were meant to do. I don't think you're quite in alignment with what your higher self wants. So it truly is a gift, and you need to stop seeing this other person as this, end all be all, and that being your end goal. That beautiful light was always inside you. That beautiful creativity, those parts of you that Kundalini fired up and said, look, this is who you are. When you looked in the mirror during Kundalini and you're like, oh my God, I see myself so differently now. You were always like that. That was always you. Stop giving your twin flame credit and saying, oh, if they're back in my life, I'll have... No, you are. That's who you are. You need to get into alignment and really love yourself, because if you're on this journey, there's something special about you. There's a reason why it happened, right? So I think that's it for this video. I think I rambled on. I know I repeated myself a few times, but I really wanted to get my point across in this video, and I hope I made sense. Ugh. I love you guys so much. Take care.